So welcome everybody. Today we're meeting with Terence Harper, CEO of the Takapuna Beach Business Association. Tony Van Tonda and myself are members of the Devonport Takapuna Local Board. We're keen to just have regular chats with key people in the community. So this is our first of them. So welcome, Terence.
Hello everyone.
So first of all, Terence, maybe tell us a little bit about your background and how you got involved in the TBBA.
Yeah, sure. So I'm from the North Shore. I grew up a little bit north of Takapuna in Browns Bay, but went to Massey University. Spent a long time in London, working in London at Goldman Sachs across there. Came back, found my way home to our little slice of paradise here. I managed Queen's Wharf for quite some time in downtown Auckland. And I managed the Bruce Mason Centre for quite a number of years here in Takapuna. As part of that, I became involved with the Business Association, really with my connections with Bruce Mason Centre and bringing more people into the centre here and helping businesses, and became involved with the Business Association. And then about 2.5 years ago, I took on the role of managing the association. And I think it's a dream role. I love Takapuna. I love helping to improve the centre and making it that little bit better. And I think there's a really exciting future for Takapuna and got some great projects on the go, which I'm really grateful to be able to put my 2 cents into helping it along. You know, we've got the upgrade of Hurstmere Road, the high street there. We've got the building of brand new public spaces. We've got the building of new car parks, and generally just orientating Takapuna around towards the beach. Which is happening along the North Shore. If you look at Browns Bay, it's done a really good job of orientating around, and Takapuna is doing a similar job and connecting the town centre to its beach more. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the role and like putting my 2 cents in.
Hey, you know the Hurstmere upgrade that's happening right now? Part of that is a big stormwater upgrade with a bunch of rain gardens in there. Are you able to explain a little bit about what that's going to look like at the end of it and how that's going to impact the beach?
Yeah, absolutely. So our main high street, Hurstmere Road, is having a significant upgrade. It was actually in quite a poor condition underground. Half the budget is just underground to upgrade the stormwater system. So what it's doing is putting a brand new water main in. So that's going in at the moment. If you come into Takapuna, you'll see like a big blue pipe. It's a brand new water main going in. They're also upgrading all the stormwater system. So now after the upgrade, 100% of the stormwater will get treated through rain gardens. So rain gardens are essentially big 1.5 metre pits with different scoria materials and plants in it. Stormwater comes off the road, filters through all these rain gardens, and then will go out into the ocean. But it means that 100% of the stormwater is going to be treated now before it goes onto Takapuna Beach, which will improve the water quality of the beach. So yeah, it's a really good upgrade.
What sort of time frame are we looking at with that project, Terence?
It's around about 12 to 14 months approximately, and it's going to be done in 4 different stages. So we're obviously in stage 1 at the moment, which involves the 2 intersections being done simultaneously. So you'll see some quite significant works on those. So you'll have new footpaths and new traffic management there. You'll also see at the same time they're drilling this new water main, which is going through the whole street, basically starting in the south and ending in the north, and they're doing that via directional drilling. So they go underground, drill the hole, and then they put the pipe in. If they come in to any obstruction, unfortunately they do need to dig the road up, fix the obstruction, and then continue with the drilling. They're doing really well though, and that's going in the last 3 weeks. They've got through most of the streets, so it's going really well.
And business is open as usual on Hurstmere Road in spite of all the roadworks and the upgrades?
Absolutely. So business is completely open. We ask our community, please continue to support these businesses. You'll notice that we've got really low fencing with it. It's only 1.2 metres high and you can see through. There's multiple crossing points all across the construction area. All business access is open the whole time during construction, so you won't be obstructed at all from getting to your shops or restaurants or getting your flowers. There's also pick-up and drop-off zones within Hurstmere Road, although it will be faster to park just offside. So if you go to the Anzac Street car park or around the Strand, and then you can just walk in through the alleyways into Hurstmere Road, But absolutely, it's business as usual for the businesses in Takapuna, and they really need everyone's support during this time. So,
yeah. So part of your job, Terence, is to bring footfall through events and activations. What are some of the events that you've done in the last couple of years that have been new for Takapuna, and that people might not even realise that it's an association that delivers the events? I think there's often a kind of misunderstanding that council does everything, but your budget comes from the businesses themselves. So it's about the businesses investing in their town centre to make it a really desirable place for people. So what do you guys do in the TBBA?
yeah, absolutely. So I think events are a really important part for the community. It's providing entertainment and really something to do for the community to come in. The businesses sponsor these events to bring people into the town centre. So some of the events that we've done is the Christmas Carnival. So that comes through and we do a market down Hurstmere Road and put on lots of children's activities. We also do an Easter Carnival and we do a little Easter egg hunt around for all the kids and lots of activities. We do the Summer Days Festival, so that's down on the beach, and we have new and emerging artists performing live on a lovely big stage. Then we've also got the Winter Lights Festival that we did last year. That was our first time we've done that. So that put art installations around the centre of Takapuna, really with light. And then we also did the Asian Food Festival, which was in March. But yeah, all these events is really to provide entertainment and to make our community happy, but also to bring people in. And so we ask and we hope that people also realise that the businesses are paying for this with some funding from the local board. So thank you guys for that. And support the businesses by going and getting a coffee or getting your new jumper from one of the shops.
I live in central Takapuna, as you know, and in the lockdown I got a lot of joy out of walking through Hurstmere Green and then over Hurstmere Road and into 38 Hurstmere and that car park area, which was obviously totally empty then. So it's neat to see that new concept plan that's about to be released. You must be pretty excited with that. That's going to transform that area and open it up to the beach, really.
Absolutely. So Takapuna really needs a bit more public space. As Takapuna grows, and especially if people live in smaller living conditions, public space is really important. Takapuna hasn't got big areas of public space. Currently, it's got Hurstmere Green and it's got its beach reserve. What this development is doing is taking some of the car park, the central car park there, and creating new public space there. And then it's also building a brand new car parking building about 180 metres away, which is a stacked car park building, so it'll be 5 levels. That new public space can be used for things like events. It can be used just to hang out. It can be used, there's lots of seating, some al fresco dining. It's also got a place for the Anzac Memorial, which I think is really fitting. It's currently sitting on private land, but putting the Anzac Memorial back into public land and a place where we can actually have a good ceremony for that. And it will allow lots of events and markets to happen in that space too. So the Sunday market has got a place in that new town square. It can also move into more areas, which are like 38 Hurstmere Road. We're hoping that with the new development of Hurstmere Road and Hurstmere Green, that the market can extend into there. So I think there's lots of great things coming with this new town square.
And the public are going to have their say, aren't they, over the next couple of months with some consultation?
Yes, I believe in June and July it'll be coming out to the public for consultation. It's really to ask the public what they think of the town square, what things they like, what things they don't like, what they would like to see more of. Do they want the Anzac Memorial to be located in that space, which I think would be a great idea, and really what they're going to be using the space for. There's lots of different areas within the space, so I'd take a close look at those areas. Some research about big public town spaces is when it's really large and really wide, it can be difficult to activate. So when it's slightly misshapen in different shapes, then it's a much better in terms of the flow of people. So have a look. It's got multiple sizes, so you can do a big event of 2,000 people in there, or it can have smaller events in different areas. It's also got places for children. It's got places for al fresco dining. So there's a whole range of spaces and some shade, of course, to protect it from the sun.
I think all those really unique spaces, what I like about it is it's got that central public space for events, and then you've got all these little alleyways and laneways that create a range of different dynamics, I guess, and it will lend itself to creating a night economy in Takapuna as well. So it's a very versatile space. I think when people actually take the time to look closely at the design, they'll be pretty impressed. there's a whole lot of nuances to the materiality of it. You've got the use of a basalt rock that kind of speaks to the lava flows from Rangitoto. You've got the seating that's designed almost like rock formations. You've got water play. You've got all this sort of kind of thinking around the word Takapuna itself, the taka to gather, and puna is the spring. So it's about bringing people together. It's connecting it to the water. It's about seeing the movement in the landscape. I was just astounded by the design. I'm really excited. I think people are going to be delighted once it's
So it's probably time to wrap it up, guys. But Terence, in terms of what the public can do, all the people of Takapuna and the North Shore over the coming weeks, obviously we've had this COVID problem, been pretty hard for retail and businesses in general. What's your advice, or what would you like to see from the public of Takapuna and the wider North Shore in terms of Takapuna?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Aidan. This COVID has been a really tough time for businesses. Businesses have dropped in revenue to zero to 10% of their usual revenue. These businesses in Takapuna, the majority of them are locally owned and locally operated. So they are your neighbours. They're your friends from the community, and this is their livelihood. They've got children to feed and got to send them to school. So what I would ask the public is please support businesses in Takapuna. When you're looking to go buy that new jumper or need to get something to eat or you've got a celebration, come to Takapuna, book a table, go out for dinner, maybe even go out one extra time during the month, just during this period to support them through this period. They're your friends and they're your neighbours and they need your support during this time. So thank you, everyone.
Very good. So I think that was a good first effort, guys, wasn't it? Well done, Tony. Well done, Terence. You've got another career coming up, I think. Good. See you later.
Thanks for having me. Lovely to chat. Thank you.